Hello, so back down here at the Severn, and there's the old Severn Bridge there, and what a difference today with the sun shining and some nice fluffy clouds. So what I want to concentrate on again are the clouds, because everything we can see on the ground we can touch, so the grass, the water, and so on, but the clouds are made up of water vapour and we can't touch them. So I want to try and convey this idea of the earth, the water and the solid land, and the clouds, which are made of nothing. Well, we can't touch them. They're not something we can grab hold of, and they disappear just like our thoughts. So that's the object. I've got a nice big fluffy one just here, so hopefully I can get that all into the painting today. Okay, so I've mixed up some of the main colours, mainly mid-tones for the moment, the sort of earth colours, and then some sky, and also I've plotted out more or less where I want everything to go. So I've got there's the darker layer of cloud here, and I'm just softly putting in the more fluffy white part of it. I'm having to move quite quickly because the clouds are changing. Okay, so the sun's gone and I've managed to get my clouds in. Now I'm going to do the river, Severn, and the bridge, and all the rest. Okay, so I think it's going to start raining, so it didn't take long. I'm just going to do a few more details, and that's it for today. I think the overall painting went okay, and I did get excited about those small yellow clouds, but I do think that I haven't quite conveyed the idea of the vapour in the cloud, so I'm going to try again. I'm going to see what I can do with these clouds that are just outside where I live. And this time I've prepared the paper with ultramarine blue. So on my palette I've mixed up some colours for the clouds, and I've divided them into cool and warm. So on the left side there's a little bit more ultramarine, and on the right side there's also some yellow ochre in there and a bit more burnt umber. I've also made different tones, and so there's a light tone, a mid-tone and a dark tone, and I think I've added an extra mid-tone in there as well. The first thing I do is map out where I want the clouds and start using the dark tones. Then I add the mid-tones and the light tones, and I'm also starting to distinguish between the warm and the cool in the clouds. Then I'll start blending the tones together and also take some pure titanium white and blend that into the clouds as well. So what do I mean by blending? Here I've taken a clean brush and I'm softly touching the clouds so that the different tones don't make such a sharp transition. At the same time, I'm picking up different colours and mixing them into the clouds. Here I'm taking the titanium white and I'm going to add very little bits to the clouds, just where the light perhaps catches. And again, I start blending it in. Here I've noticed some yellow ochre in the clouds, and I'm actually taking the pure yellow ochre because it will disappear quite quickly into the other colours. Now that I've got the bulk of the cloud, I'm then going to very softly take a bit of its colour and make these very small, almost see-through clouds. So now I've worked a bit more on the blending and softening of these clouds. I think the idea of the vapour is beginning to show in them. So that's it for this week. Don't forget to subscribe if you've liked what you've seen and give me a thumbs up, and you can find more information about my courses on the website. Until next week.